I think I found the next crypto AI gem. After Paal AI that doubled in a single week, we now have AIgentX. It's only 1/10 of the size of Paal. Let's have a look. Now I expect this video to perform very similar to the Paal AI video. Initially, nobody watched it. The performance was way below average, but then it started to catch up. And that's because when we talked about Paal AI, it was at 24 cents, and that was 4 days ago. And now it's at 36 cents and was even at 42 cents at one point. Now here's a very similar crypto project, at least in terms of tokenomics. Here is AIgentX. It's only 1/10 of the size in terms of market cap. The price is very similar, but the market cap is way lower. Paal AI has 306 million in market cap. AIgentX only 39. And so as usual, you will not hear me selling you the marketing jazz on the website, but there are some interesting similarities. For example, the staking program is very similarly set up in AIgentX compared to Paal AI. You've got 3 different lockups and they pay different APRs based on the lockup. For AIgentX, it's currently 7.5% APY for 90 days. Not a whole lot, but if you decide to hold the token anyways, you might as well stake it. Now, after a lot of digging, I was able to find an old video by AIgentX's CTO. He explains the product quite well. It's a Telegram bot that crawls through a website that can then answer questions to that website. But again, we are not interested in only the product, we are interested in supply and demand. There is no expanding supply of AIgentX, that's good. What's happening with demand? How fast is this being accumulated both by regular retail but also by the whales? Here is a big advantage of AIgentX versus Paal. All of trading volume happens on chain, so we can know exactly who's buying and selling. For Paal AI, we might have some manipulation because we have quite a bit of trading on Gate.io and HTX already. But it's all 100% transparent for AIgentX. And so let's have a look at that data. Let's even compare AIgentX with Paal. The charts behind me come from a tool that I've developed myself and that I make available to the premium members. Feel free to check it out. It's thebitcoinstrader.com. You can plug in any Ethereum token in this tool. And on the left side, we see the number of wallets that hold at least 1,000 AIgentX tokens. So at the current price, that's a bit over $400. That's smallish retail. In the middle, we've got medium-sized retail. That's now $4,000. On the right side, we've got the whales. That's $40,000. Those are all long-term charts starting in September of last year. But let's have a look at what happened in the last month when the price went up by 220%. That's the same charts in the last month. Small retail accumulates very quickly. It grew from 4,300 to 5,300, so a bit under 25% growth. Medium-sized retail grew from 1,000 to 1,100, so 10% growth in the number of holders. The number of large holders didn't change much. Let's compare this with Paal AI that went up a bit less in the last month, 160%. The number of small holders went from a bit under 12,000 to a bit over 15,000, so also a growth of roughly 25%. The number of medium-sized holders went from 3,200 to 3,600, also around 10%. And the number of whales slightly went down. Those are very similar numbers. Isn't that interesting, right? The adoption metrics are quite similar, but the upside, I believe, for AIgentX is higher because of the low market cap. Now it's important to know that both tokens have a buy and sales tax. For AIgentX, it's 4% each time you buy and 4% each time you sell. So you can't just buy in and out of the token regularly, otherwise the transaction costs are too high. Now I am planning to buy some tokens. I haven't bought them yet because I never front run you guys, right? I always announce before I buy. I might be buying a few hours after publishing a video, but I never buy before in order to dump on you. This is a conflict of interest that I don't feel comfortable with. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. Again, if you want access to this tool, it's available for the premium members, thebitcoinstrader.com. And if your portfolio doesn't yet justify to pay premium, there's also a free Telegram. Link again is down below.